Alright, let's check the book out, shall we? Here we go. Why don't I remember this before? Unlock the command board. Is that it? Is that seriously it? That's seriously totally it? There's nothing else? No D-Link? No D-Link, no special world. It's just the command board. What happens if I do the command board? I guess I should look at that sometime if I remember. I wonder what it can possibly give. I also need to look up how to get once more in second chance in BBS so I can get those abilities on my character. That'll make it a little bit easier to do this harder mode. I also need to look up what I need to do to get the secret. There's our map we wanted so badly. How to get our secret episode. Because that's like apparently difficult to unlock. It's impossible on beginner, which is why I decided to go ahead and do standard for this year, so that I should be able to do all that. Because I didn't care as much for like regular Kingdom Hearts. I didn't even care for Kingdom Hearts 2. And I got the secret thing anyway, so I'm not sure what the requirement was. But BBS, they specifically, especially in Final Mix, they made it specifically harder to get the ultimate episodes by doing stuff. So yeah, let's sell off our letters. I'll keep... Yeah, I can't remember. I decided to keep the balloon letter. It is potentially useful because if I find a battle that I rely heavily on links, I can just throw that on and use the balloon letter to get my link back so that I can reactivate my link again. We'll see if I end up needing that. I probably won't, but I definitely know that I don't want to load my command deck up with other items. I know that Ventus has high jump about this point, and I'm pretty sure that Aqua did too, but Terra hasn't gotten it yet, unless I've gotten it and totally just forgotten to put it on. I can also get a cure block here. Oh, getting that thing is so difficult. I probably need Glide for that too. Interestingly, do they have... They might. It's rather interesting what they did with a lot of the Final Fantasy spells throughout these games, shifting around their function and such. Fireball was a really wimpy bolt of fire in the first game. There are a couple places where it's useful, but they're kind of limited. Then they expand it to a flaming royal around you in Kingdom Hearts 2, but in Kingdom Hearts 3 they go back to making it a shot, and it's a very powerful fireball that usually heat seeks very well. Dodge that nicely. And then can be changed, your various spells can be changed by other things as well. Arrow was at first a defensive spell that I think also did damage around you a little bit. I think that's why they use it in some of the fights in Kingdom Hearts 1. They got rid of it in Kingdom Hearts 2, but then brought it back as a big AoE spell in Kingdom Hearts 3. It's also a bit of an AoE spell in this game. Not quite as good as Magnet, but it can cause a lot of knock-up properties to a lot of enemies around so that they're vulnerable. Got my attack haste, which is very good for Terra. I decided I want to put Sliding Dash on to try and get, again, slide into this stupid puzzle piece. Not puzzle piece, but balloon sticker. Sometimes give good bonuses and things. Totally messed that up. Totally did not jump properly. Although again, Terra's jumping feels even stiffer and worse than Roxas's in Kingdom Hearts 2. Magnet was super powerful in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Stop was, the one I'm thinking about is Stop, because that got me on this tangent, because Stop was actually one of the most underused but most powerful spells in Kingdom Hearts 1 against a lot of, there were a surprising number of bosses like Hades in the arena and Maleficent Dragon that are vulnerable to Stop. It was so powerful, of course, they took it away in all of the other games. Thunder Surge is actually really good. I've seen that in a bunch of things recently, and I need to keep that in mind, that it's actually worth putting on for many of these fights. A sliding dash forward that makes you invincible and does quite a bit of damage in the meantime. Yeah, nowhere near high enough up to reach it. I would need quite a lot of sliding dashes and instant recovery time to get it that way. Normally what you need is glide, I think. That's what I really need, is glide. As well as like the whatever double jump property this game has. Need to get all those. I don't know. Terra isn't that fun, so maybe I'll forget about doing anything big with him and just get through the game. And I'll focus more on doing the bigger stuff with Aqua and Ventus, and then just find out if there's anything else in particular I need from him. But it was definitely this section of the game where I started kind of hating BBS a little bit. The movement patterns and getting lost in areas. The space paranoid, not paranoids, because that's Kingdom Hearts 2's Tron, but whatever they call the area, Firestorm is actually a really good ability. Kind of similar, though it seems to have slightly bigger AoE on that explosion part of the Surge. Plus the whirl is good, and the finish is a whole lot better because it blasts out from you instead of being a stupid, very small AoE around you. Air Combo Plus is good. I start training up Thunder Surge, but don't realize just how good it is against the bosses. Fire Strike. Do I really want to do that? Okay, whatever. I think it ends up working out for me. Pulsing Crystal. Fleeting Crystal is the best, which is going to give me another attack haste. That's what it does. Boom, attack haste. You put it on magic, though, and it gives magic haste instead, which I'm not even sure what that does in this game. Does that make your magic spells reload faster? That would actually be extremely useful. Funny that I'm not even sure about that. Leaf Bracer. I've already got Leaf Bracer, though, unfortunately. Rather annoyed by that. Because that's an ability you can only load once. Having Leaf Bracer is good, so I put a bunch of cures on, I can be invincible. Need to get a... That's actually the easiest way to deal with the final bosses in this game, as I've seen on a lot of spam. Even, I recently watched Bizkit do a full Kingdom Hearts series super boss specialized speedrun. First Kingdom Hearts 1, then Kingdom Hearts 2, then BBS, Dream Drop Distance, and finally the 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage. One of the best super long titles in all of of a single game in all of video games. And then finally Dark Inferno in Kingdom Hearts 3. This was before Remind came out, so no data or fights from that game. And for his BBS fights, he used Terra specifically because Aqua and Ventus are too easy. Terra is the only way we could challenge it because he's so horrible compared to those two. But he used a lot of Thunder Surge and actually had a lot of cures loaded, just specifically so that he could survive as well. I'd also seen other casual runners like Dixie Puff I was watching for her insanely emotional delightfully emotional reactions to the Kingdom Hearts series, fighting through a bunch of those, and after getting totaled in the final fights with Terra, she went with a all-cure strategy. Blackout, I think, is a pretty much useless spell. I really hate these guys. You can't seem to target them with shot lock, and they sit at a distance and blast you with spells. With their little wind currents. That guy's really bad too, flying up so high in the air. Having Master Combo is really, really nice in Kingdom Hearts 3. One of the things I really like about Kingdom Hearts 3. So much of it is smooth and easy to get around with compared to these other games. I mean, you can do some pretty interesting things, but BBS, especially certain of the characters like Terra, feels so much worse than movement in Kingdom Hearts 2 or 3. 3 especially. You're just able to maneuver around so easily. Even from the beginning, it feels pretty nice, and then once you get to the end game, when you're double jumping, gliding easily, hopping over things, running up walls, dashing around. Good solid, your boost, amazing. Good solid feel to a game. Double checking there, nothing. You would just think there's a chest hiding under there. Okay, and now the guard armor. Because of course, you know, these guys have to have effective, I can't even call it the Unversed. The Unversed, of course, have to have their versions to pretty much every kind of Heartless you face. Now, because Ventus and Aqua are here, we can't use any D-Links. And that way, it's hilariously the opposite of summons in the Kingdom Hearts series generally. You usually need 2 companions to summon, and it gets rid of your companions. In D-Link, you can't use it if you have any companions with you. Shot locks are very powerful, not as good as in Kingdom Hearts 3. Again. Essentially, why I enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3 is that it's especially good for filthy casuals like myself. I think I die once to this guy. He's actually pretty hard on standard. Again, I'm just gonna stop going. I'll talk about it when it's still quite a ways away before I get to my journey and through Kingdom Hearts 3. There are certain moments where BBS feels really nice and easy, but certain of the boss fights are just ridiculous. This is quite a DM we've got here.
You're done. Take that. You're done. Take that. You're done. Take that. Freeze. Heal. Thunder. Fire.
The Thunder Surge actually got rid of that guy. Firestorm did so much damage there. Yeah, this laser kills me. I'm totally bad at dealing with big lasers like this. I need to get better. It was the same thing with the Hades fight. It's the reason it was so hard on me in KH1. Oh, I actually killed him. Nice. Pretty sure I've died to that on beginner before, so beating it first try on standard is quite nice.
Terra! Ben, now! Come on!
Those two have their default Keyblades because they're not the main character of this story, and yet he's got his the fairy circle one. So colorfully bright and cheerful. Very incongruous compared to theirs.
Sure do.
He's definitely the
Yeah.
worst
I
one
got
with
you
that.
these tickets.
For what?
Lifetime passes to Disney Town. He said to take 2 grown-ups.
Ah, Ventus, one of those kids who hates being a kid.
Listen to me, Ven. We need to get you home.
It's okay, Aqua. Trust me, that guy in the mask is history. We'll never badmouth Terra again.
You saw the boy in the mask?
Totally ignoring the fact that he said that he got rid of him.
Vanitas. Ven.
I mean, yes, obviously he's wrong, so, you know,
No
that
way.
he wasn't,
I
but
want to go with you guys.
You can't.
if,
We have a dangerous task ahead of us. I don't want you to get hurt.
but seriously, if
What is this dangerous?
it would have been very important to find out.
It doesn't sound like what the master told you to do.
It might be a different route, but I'm fighting the darkness.
I'm not so sure. I've been to the same worlds as you, and I've seen what you've done.
What has he done exactly? I don't
You shouldn't put yourself so.
I
close
don't
to the
remember
darkness.
Aqua finding out that it was Terra
Listen to
who stole his
yourself,
heart.
Aqua. Terra would never.
You mean you've been spying on me?
Again, this whole
Is that
reaction
what you
between
said?
the two is really...
Master's orders?
Although Aqua's a bit dumb too. As much as we love Aqua, best girl and all that,
Aqua.
her actions and speech and all that, none of them are explaining anything
Just
to each
stay
other.
put.
Which, I don't know, maybe it's part of wanting to find out everyone's angle from playing all 3 games, but...
Listen.
all 3 parts
The
of the game, I
master
should
has
say,
no
but...
reason to distrust you, really. He was just worried.
Master Xehanort is the only one who understands me. Master Xehanort is my one true master.
Master Xehanort is the only one. I
Oh,
can still
God.
count on.
Yeah.
You must be Terra. It's that old coot. He won't stop asking for you. I came all the way out here to get you, just so he'd clam up.
What do you mean?
Ha! Do I have to spell it out? Xehanort, whatever he's called. You know, my prisoner.
You're apparently not a very good liar. Master Xehanort would never let himself be caught by a thug like you.
You're absolutely right,
Yeah.
Terra.
I got the old coot at my mercy. See for yourself. I'm holding him underneath the outer gardens. Better show up before I lose my patience. Ciao.
Again, this is also totally
It's
suspect.
But no harm in looking.
If only you knew, Terra. Dummy. Okay, time to look around, find a few more chests for our big fight against Brig.
Fire! Freeze! Heal! Thunder!
Hard to say which is better, Thunderbolt or Firestorm. Both are pretty good, especially compared to Diamond Dust. Firestorm seems to do a lot of damage if you use it right. Okay, still gotta level up that one. I am still not sure how exactly you level these up either. It seems rather confusing. I don't know if it's kills, number of times you use it, but the experience does not seem to be consistent no matter what I've double checked. I'm thinking this map really throws me off too. They did it very badly. It looks like the entrance is there, but that entrance it shows on the map is actually the one that is underneath. So that's the way I have to go. dedicated grinder that I am, I found a group of enemies. I've got to fight them.
So long.
Obtained a new blizzard. Interesting that you can actually assign the commands to your movements and stuff, and guard and things. It'd be a little bit more interesting if you could swap them out, really, for other ones, like give him a dodge roll or something instead of his dash. Really good for movement, not so great for dodging, not nearly as many iframes as Ventus's very silly-looking dodge roll. And, Aqua's, cartwheel. Nearly invincible cartwheel. Finish boost sounds good. I definitely need to put some more research into unlocking everything I want to, at least on PBS. Anyway, gonna end here.